Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News today at 6 starts now.
Breaking news this morning, the House voting to pass President Biden's $1.9 trillion COVID relief package. What this could mean for your next stimulus payment.
And Michigan is about to increase its weekly COVID vaccinations by as much as 50%, while the effort to get everyone a shot is speeding up.
And be careful if you're headed out the door. You're waking up to some freezing rain this morning. You can see those thick clouds over downtown Detroit. Good morning. It's 6 o'clock. I'm Priya Mann.
And I'm Grant Herms. Thanks for joining us here this morning on Local 4 News today. It was wet out there today. We're hovering just above freezing, so things kind of freezing in some spots, kind of not freezing in others. How was your drive in this morning?
The drive-in was fine. I was actually thinking about you, though, Grant, because I was like, I haven't had to ask you this in a while. Did you have your umbrella with you?
I did, and it was the world's most worthless umbrella. I just threw it away.
Andrew, I'm just thinking of all of those memes and gifs of people whose umbrellas just they don't work when you need them to.
Exactly right. Well, guess what? Later on today, we won't need our umbrellas at all, so we can go ahead and save them, put them back in the closet, or leave them in the trash can and shop for a new one later on today. Take a look outside with Storm Tracker 4. We're looking at icy conditions in some places, wet conditions in others. The areas where you see green, that's rain that's been falling since the overnight hours. You see a bit of purple showing up just to our south, but mainly north and west of the city, we've seen temperatures at or just below the freezing mark. So be careful with icy conditions mainly north of 8 Mile, including in Oakland County, Macomb County, and off to the west in Washtenaw County and in Livingston County. You can see some snow actually falling there. Also some scattered snow showers that will not amount to much around the Flint area and cutting across Lapeer County and eventually into St. Clair and Sanilac counties. So it's mainly slick this morning west and north of the city, but drier everywhere and brighter later today as temperatures rise above freezing. We'll see temperatures in the middle 40s and upper 40s this afternoon, at least 5 to 10 degrees above average. Could it get even milder tomorrow? What about the next chance of rain? That and your 7-day forecast in minutes.
All right, thank you, Andrew. Time now is 6:02, and Detroit police are investigating a deadly triple shooting on the city's west side. 2 people are dead, and this morning a teen is in the hospital. It happened late last night near Schoolcraft near the Southfield Freeway. Police say the 3 victims were in a car when someone in a gray or silver Durango pulled up next to them and opened fire. Police are asking anyone with information to come forward. And breaking this morning, the House approves President Biden's $1.9 trillion coronavirus relief plan.
The House voted 219 to 212, sending the bill over to the Senate for final approval. The package includes $1,400 stimulus payments, an extra $400 a week for unemployment, and billions of dollars in COVID support for schools and government. The bill also includes setting federal minimum wage at $15 an hour, but is likely to be stripped out in the Senate.
And there's also been 2 major developments on the COVID vaccine front that will get more shots across the state.
Some very good news here. Michigan will get a record number of vaccines next week, hoping to help with backlogged appointments. And an FDA panel has recommended a 3rd coronavirus vaccine, the first that requires just a single dose. Our Mara McDonald is reporting from the Henry Ford Hospital, where phase 3 trials were held for that Johnson & Johnson vaccine.
For the first time in what seems like a really long time, I can stand here and say to you, would you like the good news or the good news when it comes to our vaccine allotment? Vaccine scarcity has been an ongoing problem. Doses canceled, difficulties securing an appointment. Next week is an improvement. The state is set to get the largest shipment of Pfizer and Moderna vaccine up to this point, 409,240 doses in all, beating the last shipment high of 388,000 doses. Health departments, hospitals, and drugstores were forced to cancel vaccine appointments over the last 2 weeks, but now that the FDA panel has given its endorsement to the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, it likely means the numbers are about to ramp up even further.
If Johnson & Johnson actually does get their EUA approval this weekend, the state expects about an additional 83,000 doses of Johnson & Johnson.
Henry Ford was a phase 3 trial spot for both Moderna and Johnson & Johnson. Should you shop around for a specific vaccine? The docs at Ford say no.
If this new vaccine is approved and recommended by the committee and the FDA, and you have an opportunity to get either a Pfizer vaccine, Moderna vaccine, or the Janssen or J&J vaccine, I would highly recommend that you take advantage of that opportunity. Each of these vaccines are safe and effective. Personally, I would feel very comfortable receiving any one of them.
There is a very real possibility that the FDA is going to give its emergency authorization sometime today. We're in the news center. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
And in other coronavirus news, Michigan reported 1,073 additional coronavirus cases and one more death on Friday. Detroit Public Schools Community District has announced it will resume in-person learning for all grade levels on March 8th. But parents can opt for students to stay virtual if they want. And we've been following the saga over spring sports at U of M Dearborn. The school planned to cancel the season because of COVID concerns and then reversed course.
And it seemed like things were settled until 20 members of the softball team got word that they were being suspended for holding a practice. As our Jason Colthorpe reports, there is more to this story.
That practice was a players-only practice. It happened at a church gymnasium in Troy where the team was invited. However, the athletic department found out, decided it was a violation, and the original punishment was that the team would not be able to practice for 3 weeks. Well, that changed, and some parents think it's because of what happened at last week's Board of Regents meeting.
Chancellor Grasso and whoever else concedes to him is responsible for all of these college careers that have been ruined.
That was U of M Dearborn softball team captain Madeline Skeen voicing frustration at the university's canceling of sports at last Thursday's Board of Regents meeting. The next day, the athletic department decided to go ahead with the spring season, but it also changed the softball team's previous punishment of a 3-week pause on practices to 2-game suspensions for 20 players.
You fight to get the season back. Madeline said what she said based on the information that she had gathered. This absolutely feels like retaliation against a young student athlete who called them on the carpet and they didn't like it.
Her father, Doug, feels this type of first-time infraction should have merited a warning, not mass suspensions.
I couldn't understand how a group of girls, a dozen girls, gather at a church to work on some drills, and yet that wasn't allowed. And not only was it not allowed, now it's being recognized and punished.
In a statement, UM Dearborn believes it struck the right balance of sanctions for not following athletic department rules and MDHHS and church guidelines, while still allowing the team to compete by staggering the suspensions.
They changed the punishment. They made it more severe. And I don't care what they tell me until they can show me some proof of something of some kind. I'm going to believe that this is absolutely retribution. Can we just get these kids back on the field so they can play softball?
Now, there's a whole nother layer to this that parents think points to retribution. After that Board of Regents meeting, the new athletic director called Madeline Skeen to admonish her over the phone about what she said. Now, the university isn't acknowledging that at all, but is saying no single player was singled out, and that's evidenced by the 20 suspensions. At UM Dearborn, I'm Jason Colthorpe, Local 4.
All right, thanks, Jason. We've got a lot more coming up this morning on Local 4 News Today, but Andrew, we're watching some rain out there.
Yeah, just look at the radar behind you.
That's right. Rain in some places on Storm Tracker 4, but even ice and snow in some other places this morning. So it's a slippery spot in many neighborhoods. We'll talk about this afternoon, though, because I have some good news there and your full Sunday and, of course, your full 7-day forecast in just minutes.